Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Touchline podcast. Thank you very much for joining. Please do all to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment, like, share, and on Facebook, comment, click on the follow button, like, and share as well. I am Joel, and I'm here with
Defla, your regular co-host.
the Fla. Charlie, what's up? What are you going?
Charlie, we day. I think
Sin in Sambia before no baby, I was say funny. I was say if I pen and paper.
of let's say
Near
me start
started
me
from
start here predictions,
said
ma
you.
man for sticky bets.
O prof o prediction be away be as a yeah until was all start to predict match. Charlie then because what they going for the world in football then because how
Um,
far
Nothing much. The matches. They
mm,
were Premier League matches. I think
straight up
some
um
Copa del Rey semi-final matches.
yeah.
Some French Cup
And funny
matches.
enough, Barcelona lost and it was a draw.
No, they drew. They were down
Barcelona
by
drew.
2 goals. They
You
came
don't
to
mean it.
lead by
Barcelona was
4-2,
down.
and eventually they drew 4-4. It was a very entertaining match. I watched a bit.
Oh so they were down by 2 goals,
Yes.
and they drew.
They
They topped
they
up
they
with two
came
goals,
to equalize and
and
lead
then
by
led
two
by two
goals.
goals.
Yeah.
And then oh wow,
Then
and the game was
eventually,
at the new camp, the Camp
yeah,
Nou,
yeah, not the Camp Nou, but yeah, Barca were playing at home.
at home.
Yeah.
Why? What happened to their home ground?
You don't know Barca are renovating their home grounds.
I have no idea. I swear to
Yeah,
God,
really.
I have no idea.
You have to
Nah.
check out their new like the renovation going on at Camp Nou.
Come on,
Like after they are done, it will be the
the
stadium with
best.
the largest capacity in the world,
Nice.
and it's really taking shape. I think they are planning to move in after next season, so they will spend another
Wow,
season outside Camp Nou.
outside the. Oh, then they've really done well to
Yeah.
play. I mean,
That's why they
away
are
from the
cash strapped
football.
and they can't sign players, they can't register players.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, Charlie. There were some interesting games, as you said, midweek in the Premier
Yeah,
League and in the Coppa del Rey. And other, I think there were other cup games in Italy and then that of Germany. I
yeah.
think the Coppa Italia
Even
and then the F
how do you
Pokal.
call it? France, there were cup matches. There were cup matches
Sure,
in how do you call it? Netherlands. So I
oh,
think
okay.
this midweek was for majorly
Was for
cup
cup
matches
matches.
in
Cup
Europe,
matches. Okay,
except for
I
the
think the
Premiership.
Premier League. The exception was the Premier League. So
Yeah,
talking about let's zoom straight to the Premier League. Before this, I think our previous podcast viewers, you can take a look. We made mention of some instances that, or we made mention of some things that we think, based on what is happening currently, these are some of the predictions we were trying to put up, or these were some of our, how to call it, predictions, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that we were
Predictions,
saying, oh,
and
yeah,
like we were
based on
trying to
A,
analyze the matches and give
we're making some
predictions.
analysis, exactly, and then we made some forecast coming to these games. And as we usually say, some are surprises, some are not surprises. Basically, we can continue to say some results were not too much of a surprise.
Yeah,
I mean, looking at Chelsea were able to, I mean, finish Southampton after the first half. You could tell the game was done, leading by 3 goals to nil,
yeah,
and then coming back in the second half to lead a goal. In total, at the end of the game, Chelsea led 4 goals to nil, and then Liverpool, they did their thing. But we'll come back to Liverpool's game. It was a very interesting game, very very interesting. I don't know if you had the opportunity to watch.
yeah.
And then back to your man, Mikel Arteta. I'm not. I'm not even. I'm not even. I'm not even bothered about the results of the match.
Mhm.
Proud to the match, and then after the match, I mean, there are some comments that he made that I would like us to look at. Proud to the match, he said he was asked that um, is there any means mathematically? Does he see Arsenal mounting up a title challenge to Liverpool? looking at the gap, I mean it's 11 point gap, but prior to the match, you had a game in hand. So he was asked, and this was his response. You saw it and everything.
Yeah.
What's your take?
I think as a coach, you cannot come out and say that you've given up on the title challenge until it is mathematically impossible for you to challenge. So I think that was a PR like answer he gave, because he cannot come out and say that, oh, we are not challenging for the title anymore, we have given up. It will send a bad message to the players, to the press, to the supporters, and everyone. So, but I think deep down he knows that the challenge is over. But as long as it is not mathematically over for us now, he cannot come out and say that. So that was all like the best he could say. He shouldn't have said over his dead body though. He should have said maybe, oh, we are still in it unless it becomes mathematically impossible for us to win. We are still fighting for the title. But he made it a
Yeah.
little bit
So okay.
dramatic with the way he said it.
Yeah. So it all boils down to PR. And when he's talking, he has this kind of aura, like A class manager, like first
Well,
class,
to be
like
honest,
the expression
you
over my
know,
dead body,
I,
like.
I always criticize him a lot, but you cannot take away from the fact that he has done well at Arsenal too. Even though
Mm,
we have not won the league or won any trophies in 5 years, which I
mhm,
think should lead to him being sacked. But if you want to
mhm.
be objective, when he came to Arsenal, where we were and where he has brought us now, he has done well. But I still think for a big club like Arsenal, you cannot get all the money you've gotten and every day be giving those kind of excuses. So even though he's done well, I think he still deserves the sack. But he will not be sacked. So we are waiting for next season, and
If
we
he
are waiting for next
okay,
season to see.
what if he's sacked? Do you see any top club going for a signature?
No, honestly, no, I don't see any
What
unless
are you
it
trying to say?
unless it
What
is
are you trying to say?
a club that is looking to build long term, or they are not looking to win trophies immediately.
So the next three
Arsenal.
games, what do you think?
Arsenal next 3 games. Honestly, I don't see Arsenal winning more than, okay. Our next game is against United away. Honestly, I
Yeah,
think even though United are not in good form, still it will be hard, because even United, even though they are not in good form, they've already knocked us out of the FA Cup this season.
I tell you,
Yes,
I tell you.
they've already knocked us
So
out of the FA Cup.
what is he supposed to do now? The manager, from
Right
your point of
now,
view as a fan,
right
looking
now,
at the critical conditions in the club, what do you think he has to do
what
to solve
Arteta
these?
has to do is to try and manage the rest of the games, so that Arsenal at least maintain the top two. We are able to
Is
finish
it
in
going to be a
second
failure
place.
if you lose the second spot?
It is because if you look at all the teams behind us this season, they've all had really poor seasons.
I tell you, they've not been at
Um,
their best, like compared to you, compared to
Chelsea, Man
yeah,
City, all the
City,
other
for
ones.
instance.
Yeah. So if we don't get second position, Charlie, the alarm bells will start ringing. Probably might be
Okay,
shown the door this season. I don't think that will be possible. So he has to,
all right.
right now, all he has to do is try and
Is to manage
maintain,
the games,
manage, and
get
get the
results.
second spot, and try and
Okay,
me. I feel like if we are able to beat PSV
United.
in the
Okay,
Champions League,
Champions
and
League.
even
It
get
will
knocked
boost
out by Real
Real Madrid.
Madrid,
Oh,
the
Atletico
fans will
Madrid.
be a little bit happy. But if you are not able to beat PSV too, then another problem arises. So that's that's
We
where.
will even come back to that conversation. We'll have
Yeah,
a time for
yeah, we'll
that
have
your
a
match
time to
against
discuss.
PSG.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's up to
is
us.
Cole Palmer, is he struggling for form, or you think the absence of Jackson is playing a dent on his performance?
Um, Let me put it this way. I think he has played a lot of
Because
football.
now hold on. Now he can't even score the normal goals. Like the easy chances, he's not scoring them.
He,
He's not hitting the back of the net.
he has played a lot of football, and I think fatigue is setting in, and it has made him lose
Okay.
a little bit of form. But I think this is just a
Mm,
phase. If you look at the way he plays, he's a quality
I
player
tell you,
sometimes, and he's
no
very
doubt,
young too. He's
no
very
doubt.
young, so
Yeah, no
definitely
doubt.
young
Quality player.
players. He will have his up and downs. I think he's going through a little bit of a
Wait,
slump
you
now.
you haven't talked about him before. Like what's so special about him? Like when you see him on a normal day without even I mean having any football, he doesn't look like a a
Yeah,
player.
his
Even
demeanor
look at him on the pitch.
his
Look at him on
demeanor
the pitch. Like as a
resembles
Shane
his
he's
demeanor
no pressure,
resembles
like
this guy
nothing.
Ozil. When you look at Ozil
Mhm.
in a normal
Oh,
day,
okay.
like the way he carries himself, even on the pitch, you would think he's
Like
not
Shane Fanu,
doing
Kwesi.
a lot,
Obama Shane Fanu, like
but
I said, even if he misses a chance, he doesn't care. Like he's not
mm,
bothered by anything. Like I just want to play football. Like yeah,
he's good, and I think he's the how your coach is using him to make him thrive. He has a free role to roam all over the pitch, and I
the
think
pitch
when Chelsea gets a clinical striker, his
striker.
his 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 assist output to will go high. He needs to. But one criticism I have of him is that he doesn't score a lot from open play. Most of his goals are from free kicks and penalties.
Penalties.
Yeah, he has to start like scoring a lot more from open play. I think he just needs right now. He just needs one goal to go in for him. If you look at his recent games, he's playing well, maybe not to the level he used to play, and he's missing a lot of chances, which I think is affecting his confidence. So when
So
one goes go,
is it that because of the standard we all have put him, though he's playing well, but we don't see that he's playing well,
oh
or like Onyadie,
no,
or is it
like
because we see him at that level even if he plays well on a normal day, we would say, oh, this performance there, Nkasum is there, but because it is Cole Palmer, we didn't see him.
no,
Oh, he's not playing
I
well, he's not
think his
performing
form
well.
has dipped.
I don't get
If you look at him,
yeah,
the standard
his
he
form has
set
dipped.
for
That's the honest truth
the standard he
from the
set
beginning
for
of this.
himself is not gotten there yet. Even you sometimes you can see that a player, even though he's not getting the assist or goals, he's playing well. But right now you can
Yeah,
tell he's not really playing that well. But I feel players like that they are confidence players. So when one goal goes in, when two, you see that he will pick up
you'll be
again.
fine.
His form will start coming up again. And what will
You
help
mentioned the
him? What will help him too is that this off season there are no tournaments for him, so he can get time to rest well and recover
does he
from.
need a break now?
I think he needs a break. He has played a lot of football right from last season, going to the Euros. They didn't get a lot of time to rest, and this season has a lot of games too. If you are, it has a lot of games. So I think this weekend, for example, Chelsea doesn't have any game because of
Yeah,
Chelsea are out
the
of the
calendar
FA Cup,
FA
so
Cup.
they can be able to rest and hope for the next games.
as you still maintain they can make top four.
Yeah,
So,
I
but you
still
said Nottingham Forest will miss out on the top four.
yeah.
Did you do you know you said
I
that?
said that. What's the gap
So
between Nottingham
1 point,
Forest?
2 points.
The
Right now, right now,
Chelsea will play against
City is
Nottingham
third.
Forest.
Yeah, City is
Mm,
third, and then Nottingham Forest is fourth, and Chelsea is fifth.
yeah.
But the
So
difference between Chelsea and Nottingham is 2 points.
so what Chelsea needs to do is that they just need to be matching Nottingham Forest
Do you
results.
still maintain that Chelsea will make top four?
Oh, I think Chelsea will make top four. I strongly believe that. They just need to match Nottingham Forest results. Then when you meet them, you beat them. That's all. That's all Chelsea has to do. The job is
Okay.
not that
Yeah,
hard.
like if you win, we go win. If you draw, then we win. If you
Yeah,
lose, we win. Then we
yes.
dey match up small small.
Match the results. Even if
Yeah,
they win all their matches, you to win all
matches.
your matches. When you meet
Yeah.
them, it's me and you. Winner takes all. Then you beat them. You get your top four. That's all.
And yesterday's match, Liverpool against Newcastle. It was a very interesting match. I'm not looking at Liverpool's win, but I'm looking at the in-game play.
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, I don't know if you had the opportunity to watch the game. Newcastle matched them, like they matched them equally, though they lost. But if you watch the game carefully, they matched them in all areas of the pitch, in attack, in midfield, in defense. Do you see this as a replica of the final? Is this a replica of the final of the Carling
Uh,
Cup? Like they are making a statement. We can match you in the final. It's a neutral ground. We'll have our star striker back. I mean, Ishak wasn't available yesterday because he has a groin injury, and according to reports, there's a possibility he can make it for the final. So do you see this as a replica of the final? Because yesterday's game, Liverpool versus Newcastle, it was a very intense but exciting game.
I was from me, my perspective. I feel like Newcastle could have even gotten a result if they had Isaac in the team, because they created some chances which I think if he was on the pitch he would have buried. So getting the final for me it's a 50-50 game.
I tell you,
50-50
the game
game.
I watched yesterday, I'm not
Newcastle
looking at the video, but the game I watched yesterday, they matched them. Ah, at
Newcastle have
Anfield, oh,
have been have
Charlie,
been
they matched them.
very good this season, like one of the
They matched
good
them like
teams in the league. And if you have Isaac, you can like he's I think right now he's the best striker in the Premier League. So if you have the
arguably
best striker in the
the
Premier
striker.
League, you always have a chance. And their midfield can match Liverpool's midfield. It's their defense
Hmm.
that I'm a little bit worried about. When their defense, you put a little bit of pressure on their defense, they start making like silly little mistakes, which they
Mm.
shouldn't make.
Yeah,
And
I think their defense. Okay,
okay,
yeah, carry on.
okay, and I feel like they can match Liverpool a lot, and but Liverpool has Salah too. That's the this season Salah is like everything he touches is like gold.
Gold turns into gold.
When I like if you give him small
Turns
chance,
into
just
gold.
the
I
the,
tell
the
you.
slightest chance, you will either get a goal
Yesterday
or
two
get an assist.
straight
So
up. Yesterday
that's the
assist straight up.
yeah. So that's it.
And if he's not scoring, he's assisting.
Yes, that's
So
the that's
every goal
that's what
involved,
I'm saying.
everything
He's
about goal is
involved in
involved.
yes, he's involved in the
If he's not
output
scoring,
of
he's assisting.
Liverpool. But I think
PFA
that
Player of the Year.
it's hands down easily,
Okay,
easily.
let's talk a little bit about what's happening to United. They won yesterday, but it wasn't a convincing win. I don't know if you watched the game. I had.
I told you I told you it's like we've discussed this matter already. I told you that I feel like the coach should try and adjust the system at least from now to the end of the season.
And
If you
he's
are
not doing
able to,
that.
yes, he doesn't want to. That is my problem with him now. That is what is giving me a little bit doubt about this. because even
Mm.
Pep Guardiola adapts his system.
He
So you
yeah,
cannot
he
tell me
has
that
he has even adjusted his system. I mean, in the couple
no,
of games that
every season.
these
If you look at every season, Pep Guardiola doesn't play the exact. He plays the tiki taka style, but every season
mm,
he
he
tweaks it
adds
a
something
little.
to it.
Every season he tweaks it a little. So you cannot tell me that this is how I play. This is the only
I
way
mean, he
I
has to
know.
be dynamic.
Yes,
He has to be
the
dynamic as a
players
coach.
you
You need
have
to be.
cannot play the system. So why don't you find a
Mm,
system that will be able to accommodate them and bring their best qualities out? Then at the end of the season, you sack those who you think they cannot fit the system. You get the players you want that can fit your system. Then you carry on from there. But you cannot say this is my system. You either adjust or you, and then it is affecting the team. They are not playing well. Every time United is playing, when they win a match, you can tell they didn't play well. They won by just pure luck, or
I'm
they
telling
rode
you,
their luck
yesterday, if you watch
throughout
the
the game.
game, you can you take a little time and then just watch the highlights, a few highlights. You could see it wasn't an impressive performance. They won. I
Yes,
mean, Chelsea
yesterday
were in
all
that
their
position.
goals came from set pieces, which is not impressive.
Exactly.
Set pieces, if
Nah,
you
easy.
ask,
They won, but
yeah. So
it
that is
wasn't
my
against
problem with
Ipswich.
him. Yeah, that is my problem
Mm.
with United's coach. But let's see what he can do next season. Let's pray United don't get relegated so that he can
Um,
show us what
is
he can
he winning? Are they winning the Europa League and then make the Champions
do. No,
League?
no, no.
And Mahama is saying that to say budgets and GFA budgets, we go read them publicly, like we go publish them publicly. You know, go be
Yeah,
secret
that,
again.
that's a good thing. It's a good thing. We have to know the
Is he not
finances.
infringing? Is he not infringing on the privacy of the FA? I think the FA
No,
is an independent body.
but
You
it's the
don't come
gov.
in and put in
No,
measures, put in
when
measures for them.
let's get the correct this. It's the government that finances.
Relax. Let me establish the
Mhm,
point here. I am an independent body.
mhm.
Once I am once I am an independent body, I have rules. I have laws that I'm being governed by. So you as an external body, you can be a financier, but I run by the laws that the body has been established to run upon. So when you come to me and you tell me, because I am the financier of the body, you are bringing A, B, and C. I mean, it infringes on our privacy, it infringes on our law, and that is contempt. We can charge the government.
Well, we Ghana
Why
has
you laugh?
already. The reason why I'm laughing is that Ghana has already had like a problem like this already, where the government dissolved the FA and he had to go to FIFA and all that. And FIFA clarified that when it comes to the national team, if the government is the one sponsoring the team, then they have a right to know what you are using the money for. If the money is coming from external sponsorship for like maybe the league and other stuff of the FA, that one you are not accountable to the government. But as long as the
No, I'm
government,
saying, to the point of, publishing it publicly. It's against
yes,
my. You're breaking my.
you have
No,
to like
you're breaking our laws.
you have to the
It's a laws
government.
that they are laws that we've established internally. So why do you want to, break them? I mean, these are
No,
constitutional rights
Joel,
of.
let's
Yeah.
be this thing. If I'm giving you if your father is giving you money, you cannot tell your father that your father doesn't has to know or have to know what you are using the money for. If you are
No,
coming to me
especially
for
if it's
money,
my own business. If it's my own
but
business,
I'm
and
investing I'm
you
investing
are
in the business.
responsible. No, it's your responsibility to invest,
If I'm
because at the
investing,
end of the day, if I make returns, I bring it back to you.
no, this in this case, if you make returns, you don't bring it back to the government. That is the
I
problem.
bring it.
If
When we went to
if
the
you
World Cup and then we were given sums of money, we brought it back to the government.
where which government?
The
That-
$8 million that we had, we brought it back to the government. We read it in parliament. So if you want to establish documents, these are documents, Deflat, these are documents, documented, I mean, things. So why do you want to expose it to the public?
the
Do you want to
FA,
write that we are
they
spending
are
$1
not they
million
are not
on
serious.
flights for players,
Yes,
first class flights? You want to
as
see it?
as
You want the
as a
public to see it?
as a
Why do you want the
Ghanaian,
public to see
yeah,
it?
as a Ghanaian, I'm interested in all these things because my taxes goes into all
What
these
are you
things.
what are you talking
So I
about?
want to
There's
know.
free SHS. You will not churn your energy there. You have roads to finish.
Ah,
There are no hospitals. Churn your energy there. What has my budget got to do with
we
you?
are we are
Exposing it to the
this time we
public?
are
To
watching
the public?
everywhere. We are watching every corner. Every corner. We are there.
Guys, there's another episode. There's another episode of the Touchline podcast. Thank you very much for joining. Continue to subscribe, turn notification bell. I mean, follow on Facebook, like, comment, and share. We are out.
Yeah.